Welcome back to Iron Rage, the show where John Romano and I rage about whatever's on our minds. Happy 4th of July week. And John, we are back here. So I figured, as long as it's 4th of July, let's just talk about the 4th of July, and what it means to this country. Because, I always forget, because I have a lot of clients around the world, that only Americans really, celebrate the 4th of July, because it's about our country. It's the birth of our country back in 1776. I guess you could say when we declared our independence and we became a country. And it's funny because I remember in 1976 the bicentennial, the 200-year anniversary of this country.
Yeah.
And I was in first grade. My wife probably wasn't born yet. I was in first grade. She wasn't born. And I don't think your wife was born either.
Hell no.
No.
I was 16 though.
You were a lot older than me. I was in first grade, and we had a parade or some kind of like celebration at the school, the elementary school I was at, and they had me dressed as George Washington at 8 years old with a little George Washington hat on. And I had a march, and I would tell all the kids like to follow. They had to follow me. I was shouting out the orders for them to turn right, turn left, march forward, which was perfect for me. I guess I was, I was getting trained early in life for a leadership ability,
Leadership position.
And that was the 200-year anniversary. What are we, like, we're 40 years later now, and I guess the country is 240 years old now, and it's kind of crazy. It's a great holiday. It's the only holiday in the world where people shoot things off and explode shit up, and what kid doesn't love that, right?
Well, New Year's too, you blow shit up too.
Not really, because it's freezing. Usually in the north, at least, they don't blow stuff up.
In the north, in Mexico, we have the best fireworks ever on New Year's.
Yeah, that's another thing that's crazy. Here in Florida, I'm going into the malls, and in the parking lots, they have these tents set up with fireworks. Yeah. You could buy in Walmart. You could buy fireworks. In New York, if you do that, you get arrested.
Here in South Carolina, they sell fireworks all over the place. They got these trailers by the side of the road, and remember the ones I brought to your house in Long Island? The neighbors called the cops because we were blowing those giant mortars off. Yeah, and then the cops came, and they were like, "Oh no, you!" Like they knew. They're like Palumbo. I can't believe it. They didn't even know I lived there. They walked in the back and they were like, "Oh no." They knew us.
Yeah.
But those mortars I bought here in South Carolina on my way up.
It's crazy when you think about it. You can't get into the airport with a bottle of water, but you can go on the side of the road and you can buy an explosive device that launches into the air and explodes. Right?
But, we were out in a boat. Friends of ours were invited us on their boat over the weekend, and here we had the fireworks show on Saturday on the Lake Murray, and I anchored off this island at 9 o'clock at night, and they went off late because I guess somebody got hurt, but they delayed it. But like 10:30, fireworks are going off on the lake. I got thunderstorms and lightning going off over here on the left, and I got fireworks going off over here. It was incredible. But the point I wanted to make is I'm there drinking. We were out on the lake all day. I was drunk off my ass. Okay? And these people are like talking to me saying like, "How come you're drinking?" And I go, "'Cause I'm normal." And this whole idea that get to a holiday, you people out there who are too involved with your bodybuilding and you're counting your macros and you guys got to lighten up a little bit. It's okay to take a holiday and have a few drinks and have a few laughs and depart from the regiment of everything. It doesn't matter. You can totally enjoy a holiday and still be a bodybuilder. I don't get this abstinence idea. Do you?
Well, when I was competing, I never would have, let loose and just had a million drinks. That like that. I was one of those rigid, driven, motivated, like I'm never allowing one iota of anything that I do activity-wise affect my ability to put muscle on, burn fat, and look my best. And I understand that mentality because it's so ingrained into how to be the best bodybuilder that you can be that it's hard to say, well, all right, if I drink on the 4th of July, can I also drink on New Year's and Christmas and Thanksgiving? And you would probably say, yeah, of course you can.
Yes, absolutely, because it doesn't make any fucking difference. That's why.
I don't know.
I spent years doing the same damn thing. Regiment, not veer off. And you know what? Now I drink every fucking weekend. Yeah, every Saturday go out on the lake, I'm on a boat, I got friends, we drink, we have fun. It doesn't make any difference. Now, okay, you're getting ready for a show, you're 6 weeks out, okay, I understand that. But to be in the off season and, to deny yourself a little fun, that's ridiculous. It makes absolutely zero difference in the long run. Right. Well, zero. And I defy anyone to prove me otherwise.
Blackman discovered asphyxiation training. It doesn't mean that I'm hanging myself by a noose in the other room, on New Year's Eve, so that I could look better for the when I go out at night. I'm not into it anymore. But when I was competing, I might have considered putting the noose around my neck or around my quads to get them a little bit bigger if I thought that would do the trick. So I think the problem, John, is that what happens is people want to maximize their results at any cost, given any new knowledge they have or anything they do, and they just see drinking, alcohol is a waste, not only of maybe setting themselves back, but maybe not making progress forward, toxifying their system. They rationalize, well, I'm taking 12 Anadrol a day, so I can't drink alcohol,
Let me put this in a perspective for you guys, okay? Alcohol is metabolized like fat.
No, it's not.
It's got 8 calories per gram.
7.
7, 8. Fat is 9.
But it's not but they're not usable calories. They're empty calories.
But it's metabolized preferentially. The body gets rid of the alcohol first. 1 ounce of alcohol is gone in 1 hour. Right. So for 1 hour, you're not burning fat. Oh my God, can you imagine for an hour I'm not burning fat? The sky is going to fucking fall down. How horrible a thing is it that for an hour I'm not going to burn any fat? It's ridiculous. Okay, like I said, a couple weeks before a show, I can totally understand it. But to live your life like that in constant deprivation is fucking stupid. And everybody that's doing it, thinking they're going to get somewhere by virtue of denying themselves life's simple pleasures, is a fucking moron. It's never going to make a difference. And you can take 10 people and give them a lifestyle that gives them a little latitude, and take 10 people that have been strict, and at the end of the day, you are going to see zero difference.
I don't buy it. I think that's why a lot of bodybuilders smoke weed and drink GHB, because they don't want to drink alcohol. I just think alcohol is toxic to the body. I don't think it's a good substance to.
It's toxic if you drink a gallon of rum. Yeah, that's toxic. But if you eat 50 chicken breasts, that's toxic too.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, so anything in moderation is fine. Your body is good, especially if you're a highly trained athlete that does cardio and weight training and has a clean metabolism. You're going to metabolize that alcohol so fucking fast, it's not going to have time to stick around and do anything. But I got these people out there who will deny themselves one drink on New Year's Eve. You're an idiot. Yeah. You're an idiot. You are an idiot. And I will say that straight to their face. Unless your show is the next fucking day, you're an idiot. Yeah. If you think that taking a drink on New Year's Eve, having a glass of champagne is going to adversely affect your bodybuilding goals, you're a fucking moron.
I agree with that. I agree with that. That's what. Like I said, if you had 1 or 2 days a year that you wanted to have a drink or something like that, that's fine. Obviously, once I've gotten to the end of my career, I changed all my rules, because now I know alcohol is not necessarily bad for you if it's done in moderation. I might drink. I have a bottle of wine in my refrigerator now. I might have a glass of wine. I don't even know if I drink the whole glass. I might have 1 glass of wine a couple times a week. That to me is not a drinker. You know, if they ask me on a medical form, do you drink? I write no, because I don't drink. I don't do it on a regular basis. Like I said, I don't even finish a whole glass of wine sometimes. I just like the taste of it in my mouth. There's a big difference. And I think that the problem is bodybuilders are so addictive personality-wise that they can't just have one drink. They got to drink, 6 drinks. And that's the problem.
But do drugs. They'll go out to a club and drop 5 hits of ecstasy and drink 7 taps of GHB and roll for 3 fucking days in a row without sleeping. And that's okay because it's a drug. It's not alcohol.
I don't think that's good either for bodybuilding, but I understand. Bodybuilders see, well, if I take an ecstasy pill, there's no calories in it. It's speeding my metabolism up. Look, as bodybuilders, and I include myself in that list, we're the biggest bunch of rationalizers on the planet. We can rationalize doing anything. You know that, I know that. When I first started, bodybuilding, I said I would never use steroids. They're so unhealthy. After I started using them, I was already rationalizing that they were actually healthier for me to use them than not to use them. So, because I can recover from my workouts better, and I'm in a positive nitrogen balance, and my bone mass is we're a bunch of rationalizers. That's what it comes down to. And
not only rationalizers, but extremists. Last weekend I'm with these people, and I go, come on, let's go have a burger. We're out on a boat. And I go, let's go have this place over here, get a burger, have a couple beers. No, I'm getting ready for a show. When's your show? May. May. It's fucking July.
I'll leave you with this on this 4th of July. My dad is lives at the assisted living place, Gulf Coast Village down the road. It's a high end. He's been entertaining the troops over there, but he doesn't remember that he is. They had a Louis Armstrong impersonator who came and entertained over there at the place, because they have acts that come over there on the weekends. And the nurses told me after he doesn't remember. The nurses said that my father offered to go up there and sing with this guy. And he was singing doing his Louis Armstrong impression, and everyone was clapping and they loved it. And I'm like, Dad, you don't remember this? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So,
does he still think he's in Spain?
Sometimes he does call me. He thinks he's in Spain. He certainly doesn't know he's in Florida, but he obviously is having a good time there. He just doesn't remember. I said, I told the nurses, I said, look, if he ever does anything like that again, get your phone out and videotape it for me, please. I said.
I hear the stories of Sal. I remember my dad. I got to tell you, I can't wait to lose my mind. I'm looking so forward to this. I can't even tell you. I'm going to Spain. I'm going to be an astronaut. I'm going to be a cop for a little while. I'm going to go to the moon. I'm going to do all kinds of shit, and then I'm not going to remember it the next day, and I'll do it again tomorrow. I can't wait. I think losing your mind is the greatest gift to humankind that God gave us at the end of our life, that you can have a new experience in a new country, on a new planet, in a new uniform, every fucking day of your life, and it's always new. I can't wait.
I was trying to find the good in it because I always believe there's good in everything, and you did it, John. So on this 4th of July, happy birthday, America. I'm Dave Palumbo with John Romano for another episode of Iron Rage.